Friends group was established is to support U.S. Fish and Wildlife with their mission to support and conserve and protect the habitat and the wildlife. The goal is to support U.S. Fish and Wildlife in their missions. We can raise money and do things like build boardwalks, do grass plantings, get some extra money to buy some more land to add to the refuges. So we support the U.S. Fish and Wildlife in their mission. The Wildlife Refuge is a piece of property and land that will keep residential people building their houses on it. So if nothing was done, like I'll use Big Branch Refuge here that we're on, and if nothing was done, Slidell and Mandeville would have became one. You know, all this land on Lake Pontchartrain would have been housing. So it preserves the land for the endangered species, for the migratory birds, for the fish, for the plants, and nothing can be built on it, and that's the real reason for these refuges, to put this land aside so our next generation and the generation after that can enjoy this wildlife.
Have you ever heard that call before? It's the sound of a red-cockaded woodpecker. The woodpecker makes this call as it flies from tree to tree in search of bugs. It's often the easiest way to locate this endangered bird. You might also spot the striking woodpecker by its coloring. Look for a black cap, patches of black and white feathers on its back, and a large white cheek patch. You will have to look carefully, though, to detect the red cockade, or ornament, that gives this bird its name.
These refuges hold a number of endangered species, like the red cockaded woodpecker here at Big Branch. They have other whooping cranes, and what that brings to the environment and brings to the local people in this area, if this land wasn't put aside and these animals wouldn't be able to live, this next generation wouldn't even see a red cockaded woodpecker or certain ibises or certain cranes. So this land, us creating these refuges, or U.S. Fish and Wildlife creating these refuges, allows the next generation and people who's never seen some of these animals to come out and see them. Things that we do to preserve these animals in the refuge is like prescribed burns. We burn the undergrowth so that the red cockaded woodpecker, when he forages, he has to go on the ground. If it's too thick with thicket grass and stuff, they'll move to a different area. So we use prescribed burns to clear these areas so the birds stay here. Other things is dredging Lake Pontchartrain. Here at Big Branch, we dredge in Lake Pontchartrain to create land, and we plant the natural grass there so to give the habitat for the shrimp and the fish and the migratory birds so they have a place to live. People that work in the visitor center here, their day-to-day is coming in at 9 o'clock, and you entertain the people that come in here and tell them about the 8 refuges that are run out of this facility. We have school groups come in here, and we'll take them around and give them different activities. We'll take them on hiking trips. Other things besides the visitor center, the day-to-day, we have work play days throughout the year to maintain the lawn and the grounds here. They'll come and work a little bit. We feed them lunch, and we'll take them canoeing. And we have other specialties like Wild Things, National Refuge Awareness Week, where we have a big gathering festival here, and it brings awareness to our refuges. And then we have youth fishing rodeos, and we have other functions that we do as well. The most rewarding thing about being a Friends member is when you see those young kids come and their faces light up when they see this wildlife in person. They get off of those Game Boys and whatnot inside their house, or they come from a city where they never see this type of habitat. And to get out here and to see the red cockaded woodpecker, to see an alligator, and see a whooping crane, and to see the lights in their eyes come about, and that's my most rewarding. And I just love nature.